Hello guys, so in this video I'm going to show you some of the basic sound settings you can use for your TikTok gaming live stream, okay, and then some of the settings that you need for background music, all right, so that you don't make your music too loud for your viewers or too low, and how you can like combine the music coming in with your gameplay footage and stuff like that, so that let's say you are playing a game like a football game like FC25, the commentary, how do you dim down the commentary or increase the commentary, how do you keep it balanced, all right, to make sure that your viewers are really enjoying your stream. All right, so let's jump into it. So over here I have the TikTok live studio open. I have my stream set up. If you did not see how I set this up, please watch my other video about how to stream to TikTok, and then you get the entire setup video. All right, so the beautiful thing about TikTok is that TikTok stream sound isn't too complicated. Okay, so for the background music, the first thing that you need is just your app that plays the music. Okay, now for the TikTok studio, anything that is playing on your computer, your streaming computer, can be sent to your viewers to listen. So over here, for example, I have Spotify opened over here. Now due to copyrights, I'm not going to play any music here, but then if I play any music on Spotify right now, it's going to go to my viewers for them to hear. All right, so that's the thing. And you notice that by the audio over here, so you realize that there is this speaker thing over here, which actually goes up and down anytime that you are playing music. All right, so that shows that TikTok is actually listening to your background music. Okay, now once you have that, you have the music playing on your Spotify or in your browser or whatever it is, the next place you'll be interested in is this audio mixer over here. Now the audio mixer is very, very important, so we'll click there and then we'll go there and see what is happening there. All right, so in the audio mixer you have your microphone sound. Right now, for the microphone, I like to keep mine at about 275%. right, it is the percentage that is just before TikTok tells you that your audio is too loud. All right, but depending on the power capabilities of your mic, if you're using a very powerful mic, you may have to bring it down so that you will not scream into your viewers' ears. Right, or if you have a very loud voice, like you really project, you may want to drop it down so that your viewers do not complain that you are shouting into their ears. All right, so that particular one will take a bit of practice, and it depends on you as well. But then the typical value I put mine is 275%. Okay, because I'm not always shouting through my stream, and I'm pretty chill. Okay, so, and I'm not using too much of a powerful mic. All right, so then I'll need to boost it a little for that purpose. Okay, now the other thing is the primary speaker. Okay, so the primary speaker, whatever you hear in your headsets, so I have my headset here, whatever you hear in your headsets, your viewers will be hearing it too. That's the rule. So if you are hearing music in your headset, your viewers are hearing it. If you are hearing the gameplay footage that is coming in from your capture card, then your viewers are hearing it too, right? And then they are hearing it almost at the same level as you are hearing it too. So if you are hearing loud banging music, then your viewers are also hearing loud banging music. All right, so you have to keep that in mind as well. All right, so what I do is that I like to keep this low. All right, once you keep this a bit low, you have this chill background music in your stream. Now this allows your users to increase the volume when they want to. Okay, the idea is that you want your viewers to actually increase and hear you a bit, so instead of trying to dim you down too much. That is a bit of an inconvenience for them. And sometimes people may be watching your stream maybe at work or stuff like that. So if you are playing background music and then it is overly high, then they cannot watch your stream. Okay, so as much as possible, make sure that you keep this. I like to keep this at about 37%. Okay, which is pretty chill, and people that are using headsets or something like that, or even their normal speakerphone, can hear the background music pretty clearly. Okay, and then the sound effect is for things like the tone when the alerts come on, when somebody follows you or stuff like that, and you can turn it on or you can turn it off, but you also would want to keep it at around 33%. It's not too silent, okay, because most of the time you want to hear when somebody follows you, that ding sound, then it sort of draws your mind to the follow for you to acknowledge the person. So I like to keep it at about 33%, which is pretty cool, right? Then you have the last one is the sound from your game capture card. Okay, so for this game capture, the sound that you use, the volume level you use, is dependent on a game you are playing, right? If you are playing a game like FC25, for example, you may not need things like very loud commentary or stuff like that. Most streamers like to dim down the sound coming from the FC25 footage and then just keep it a bit low. But you also don't want it too low so that it looks as if it's muted. Okay, so you just want it very light in the background, okay, so that at least they know that there's some sort of life in the game, right? So you can keep it at 61%. You get it? Now you don't want to, for the game capture, you don't want to go too high, because when it goes too high, what happens is that you literally be screaming before your viewers can hear you. Unless you are doing a stream that does not require your camera or does not require you talking, okay, but as long as you are talking, your viewers want to hear you more rather than the game. Okay, so if you increase it to like even 100% or something, then it becomes a bit troublesome, and then even you struggle to hear what you are saying, so you have to be shouting, which is very inconvenient. Okay, so keep it at about 60% or even less. It's okay for most of the streams that you will do. All right, but if you are playing a game like an adventure game, right, an adventure game, you may try to go up a bit, because for the adventure games and then the storyline games, you'd want to experience the sound. You want your viewers to experience the sound, the action, the voice characters, what they are saying, the emotions and stuff like that. So for that, you'd prefer to not dim it too down, because that removes the entire experience from the stream. Okay, so for that, you could take it up to about maybe even 100% or something like that, and it is perfectly fine. Okay, and plus in adventure games too, it's a bit forgivable. When you are talking, you can keep it simple, because there's a lot of cutscenes and stuff like that. So 100% is fine. 80%, 87% is also fine. Okay, so basically these are my settings. Play around with them. Okay, sometimes before you go on stream, maybe have a starting soon screen before you go on stream. Test out the sound, make sure that the music is not too high or too low. Once you get a hold of it, what I do is that I take a picture of this. Sometimes TikTok settings just reset for some reason. You take a screenshot of this, so that anytime you are about to go live, you test this to make sure that, okay, the sound is not too low or too high, or depending on the game you are playing, it's not affecting your viewers. Once you do that, you'll be good to go. So these are my recommended sound settings for your TikTok live stream, gaming live stream. I feel like using these settings, you are really good to go. So guys, if you really like the video, please subscribe and like and comment, and let me know what your thoughts on it. If you have any suggestions for how you can get better sound, and if you've not watched my other videos about how to stream on TikTok and some of the settings, please watch this video, and then you know more about that. I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much. It's bye for now.